Hey, how you doing everyone? Force Raider here, and welcome back to Riz Air Force Base, where we'll be showcasing some more vehicles for you guys. You know, for once we're just gonna actually go ahead and start doing stuff, starting with this, the Canebrake. Now the Canebrake is our first, like, proper dedicated attack helicopter. Dare I say gunship? It's got this sexy as all hell 20mm Gatling. Yeah, 20 mil, I get it. Not a whole lot of power, but it's a Gatling, so it has a pretty nice rate of fire. And this thing's quite maneuverable. It just such a good job of like holding position when it needs to, even though, to be fair, if something's just doing an insanely good job at holding position, that just means that it's insanely easy to hit. But I don't think this really has that much of an issue. It also has these 6 medium range missiles, and then on the back here, of course, flares. Because everything has to have flares. I mean, if it doesn't have flares, then what does it have? This is also a jet, you know, turbine assisted helicopter. Mainly this does the vast majority of all the work. Oh, this would be the part where I would just go ahead and maybe see how fast something goes, but I don't think that's nearly as important in this case. The landing? What is it doing? Oh! I was very confused. It just wanted a different altitude. Oh, look at that thing go. Kind of trippy to watch move around. Anyway, next we're starting off strong. This is the Tusker. We pop this on so you can see what's going on here. It's self-propelled artillery. You can tell the bottom of this thing's a tad bit familiar. It's got plenty of detection equipment on board to be able to actually see the enemy. Got the little seats to hang out at. This is probably the cooler thing here. When this thing goes into combat, these clamps will deploy and just kind of, it gives it a little bit of rock, you know, just a smidge bit of movement, mostly for aesthetics, but I do think it kind of helps out with the with being able to stay on target. Jeff seems to think so anyway. The coup de grace is really this 348mm cannon on here. Ooh boy. This thing, it's got some range. Just like when we start combat later, I'm gonna leave this here. It's also got, like, you know, these little baskets to just put random stuff in, equipment and things like that. You just, whatever you need. You got not enough room for your duffel bag in there? Just toss it in here. It'll be fine. It's a little dusty, but it'll be fine. Right here we have the Alpine. The Alpine is, you know, more or less a Bradley, you know, minus the whole doors in the back here for troops to come out. And I thought this was like an error I spotted right here, but I'm pretty sure this is just the best we could do with that. So it's not that noticeable. Look away. Look away. We got the flares up here. There's a 40mm machine gun up front. It's got these long range small missiles on either side, which you know, is like a couple missiles here and there. Don't really do much, but over time it adds up. And, you know, the added range helps. You get a couple of these guys going all shooting missiles at random and get yourself a party. Other than that, you know, there's really like not a whole lot else to talk about with this thing. Wish it had a little bit more aesthetics. You know, still got like the little kind of exhaust tail fin kind of dealios going on here. Up next we have the art here. The art doesn't really, like, you know, do a whole lot on its own. A continuing theme you'll notice with some of these is that they're really meant to work together, and that'll make more sense here in a few vehicles down the line. But it does have this nice, you know, dual-barreled 20mm machine gun. Even though, more or less, this thing is like a big snowcat in the desert. I mean, if you can snowboard on sand, this should do just fine. Come on. Now, right here we have the Eagle command vehicle. You can kind of see it's another repurposed body. It's got some extra special stuff. These aren't flares, of course. They're radar target simulators. And then back here we have all the detection equipment. And it's like, oh, you know, this is all facing the wrong side and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, when this goes into combat, this tower will raise up and it would give it a nice field of view of everything ahead of it. And it's supposed to transmit targeting data back to all nearby allied vehicles that are capable of receiving it, which, you know, makes this thing actually pretty valuable. Probably should have had some more defenses, but just gonna have to hope that everything else here can defend it. It's just, you know, another repurposed vehicle that's been modified. It's got little windows. Ooh, you can kind of see out of here. I don't know. It's nothing else really I can say about this. It's not a lot you can say about a lot of these. You know, most of them just have some small aesthetics, but this was what I was talking about earlier, about how they are meant to fight in groups. Except for this. This is the G-Putt. The G-Putt doesn't do jack squat. It's like the Mutts. It's just a vehicle to ride around for fun. We were building this to try to build our own version of a Jeep. And this was too big. It was like we had kind of built a narrowed Hummer. More or less. Yeah, even from the side, you know, it kind of has that look to it. You know, maybe we should have made it like a little wider. Who knows? But it's just something to screw around on. Now this, however, is all business. The M3 howitzer with its nice 255mm gun. So we did have an M2 howitzer, but it kind of sucked. And this one's a lot better. I feel like I remember, it's been so long since I looked at it. I feel like I remember we had made these to be able to hook on to the backs of like the G-Putt and the Mutts. And so you can drag them around because they can't go anywhere on their own. They can't. And the whole point of these is it stays stationary. It's got the big fat weight on the back and it just kind of like pivots and aims and does this deal. They're not terribly expensive. You can spam the heck out of these and put them all over the place. And it would be great. I promise. Over here we have the Mule, which is an artillery and ammunition carrier. It should have like four, yeah, these are 20mm. Four 20mm guns on the front in one big turret. I'm sure it looks like it was repurposed from some of our aircraft. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, and yeah, while it says it's like an ammunition carrier and stuff, you can even see here, Mule artillery ammunition carrier. It's really more of your repair vehicle. It's a glorified tractor, more or less. It goes around and does its thing and heals people up. It's big, fat tentacle hoses on the back. Oh yeah, and the arm here does swing around. Although I'm not really sure what the purpose of these chairs here are. And Jeff added this, and I don't know why you'd be sitting back here. Unless you swivel the chairs around so that you could operate your crane. I'm not gonna look, I'm not gonna look, I'm not gonna look, I'm gonna look. The Spate. This is the last thing on the menu here. This is actually anti-air, mobile anti-air. Got some nice dual 60mm cannons that you can see right there. And still got these little antennas. These are aesthetic as hell. I love these so much. They look cool to me. This also sports the big clamping foots. Kind of keep it stable while shooting at crap in the air, and repurposes the Lux's body actually. The giant Texas metal horns sort of give it away. Although we did remove the top cover for aesthetic reasons, you know, makes sense if you can tilt the lights up and get a good look at whatever is in the sky. which is anything, everything, including the cane brake, which swings by every now and again and driving me crazy. I don't know how it's swinging by. It's, you know, it's staying like right there. Menacingly. There it goes. Almost forgot that I almost forgot to mention that this thing has flares on it. Not like that really does a whole lot, honestly. Each vehicle really only has one thing that they're meant to excel at. And everything else is kind of mediocre, and unfortunately defense sort of falls into that category of a thing something can do. Except for the Jeep, but this is just there. It's just there. So you know, let's make some bad guys. Steel Empire. I don't know if we really want to do tanks. The Harpy Squadron. Let's see. Yeah, we do some tanks. Scarab. Fenrir. Let's get like one hard vehicle, like a... Let's go with a Goliath. And I don't know, that might be enough. It goes the cane brake and... Wow! What are you doing up here? The whole point here is you're supposed to be shooting at the, guys in the sky. Oh. And either something very good or very bad just happened. That's a lot of enemy fire. And the cane brake seems like it probably took a nasty hit somewhere. Oh. Yeah, an extra nasty hit. Can you stop that? Ah! This is why we can't have nice things. Space getting pounded, so I'm not gonna have anti-air for very long. Because the friggin' enemy helicopter squadron knows what's up. Just gonna leave this thing to its fate and see how everybody else is doing. And so here's the Alpine. It's not doing the best, but it's in there. The Eagle has its command antenna up. That's nice. I'm sure that'll help out a lot. Well, there went the big gun. Great. Those are really good helicopters. You know, maybe I should have came at them with, you know, not just one of everything, but actually organized. I have an idea. I happen to have a medium artillery platoon that Jeff set up for the Eagle. Let's see how these guys do. Oh! Oh, that sucked. This is the worst spot for that to happen. At least that Eagle's still going. Oh. That Alpine's getting messed up. I wish it wasn't stuck the way it is. I mean, these things are making my butthole loose. Oh. Yeah, this thing is just... I shouldn't have spawned you. You were a mistake. You were totally a mistake. I should have stuck to small enemy vehicles. Yeah, this hasn't exactly gone great. Where is the other half of this thing? It's forever aimed into the sky because it's too ass heavy. It also has no AI to deploy the legs there. What is happening? What is happening? I'm having a seizure. What is happening? I thought I was having a seizure. What happened? So just more surprised this thing's not blown up. I don't even know why. Usually they target whatever I'm in. That's fortunate, but also kind of unfair. For sure it was the base that defeated this thing. A pop in a couple extra keen breaks. I mean, they have 3 helicopters. Why can't I have 3 helicopters? That's why. Damn. It's 1 helicopter already down. Oh, I forgot this thing could repair stuff. A little bit. I also think this is not going to be good. When that gets fixed, it'll probably slam right into the tower. Yeah, look, that was a good guess. I tell you this right now, that wasn't a guess. It's got jet engines. Oh. My. Goodness. And last low. I'm having a seizure again. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna get sick. I smell toast. God, these are so much better than my stuff. Well, finally, some of you guys are deciding to, do something about this. About time. Oh. Bye. And I wish I didn't have to tell them what to go after. I wish they would do as good at hurting the enemy as the enemy does hurting me. Because there's no dude behind a keyboard telling these guys what to do right now. They already know. Yeah, I gotta tell everybody, hey, take this out. It's screwing us immensely. Oh my god, it is absolute pandemonium. Everything is repairing and stuff comes back online and then crashes into each other, and it's ridiculous. I'm so done with this thing right now. Like 5 freaking tank destroyers.
Targeting.
What was this doing all the way out in the middle of nowhere? What in the world has happened here? This is infuriating, but also fascinating. My. Love exists even on the battlefield. They must have heard that we needed more vehicles to fight this battle and just started producing more for our forces. Don't mind that there's like a hail for some reason reversing towards the enemy, as well as some Arbalest around that pretty much all got destroyed immediately. I don't know what was going on with that. I'm cheating, okay? I'm cheating. I admit it. I'm cheating. These guys, they're not great. And I'm not great at using them, and I'm sure someone else is, because Jeff's able to freaking use them properly. I don't know why. I switched everything that was in, from this to just like fleet move. I don't know why, I switched everything to fleet move mode. Now it's all actually trying to kill the enemy. It's ridiculous. This thing's been running around forever, trashing all kinds of shit, and now they want to do something about it. I feel so stupid. Just been sitting here, letting this go on. The hail's coming back around the corner. Well, that took a while. We killed the other thing. But at what cost? I'm not even gonna like reorganize you guys, because this was awful. I don't know what has happened. I know it has been a long ass time, and I get that. And who knows, maybe either we just did a bad job or something happened with the game, like in an update or whatever. But yeah. Oh boy. Oh, that did not look good. It was don't use these. They'll be in the workshop, but don't use these. All of our stuff is form over function. It really is. I wouldn't advise using anything that Jeff and I make in campaign. Just a bad idea. But if you want to go ahead and kind of like grab a few of these, kind of look at them, tweak them, see if you can make them work any better, feel free. But I am drained and exhausted after that miserable display, and I just want to go do something else. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, if you just have an opinion voice, why don't you go ahead and leave your comments down below, and we'll get back to making more awesome videos for you guys. Later.